Everyone, today is Tuesday. I'm glad to say I ran my second marathon this year. Um, Yesterday I went for a run. 2 days ago, I did have a bunch of food in me, so I had a large breakfast. I had a bunch of food. I had burgers, fries, a bunch of snacks. So I was definitely energized for yesterday. 2 days ago, I did attempt to run, but I couldn't. My legs were just beat up, so I had a bunch of food in me. I guess that helped with recovery a bit, and all the carbohydrates I still had in me. So I didn't eat yesterday in the morning. I just said, okay, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm going to attempt, like 20 miles. So I did go for a 20-mile run. And towards the 20th mile, I actually felt like I could continue to keep running. So I said, okay, I'm just going to go for the marathon. So I went for the marathon. I got it done. And to be honest with you, I could have ran maybe for like 30 miles, but I just called it at the marathon. There was no need to go any further. I wanted the second marathon, and I got it. So yeah, it worked out well. I did start running a bit over a year ago now. I've been remaining very consistent. I run whenever I can, and I push myself pretty much whenever I can. So I guess that's part of the reason why I've been able to improve at such a fast pace. But like I said, I started a bit over a year ago now, and I've dedicated myself to it. So yeah, it's been going very great. The reason why I've improved so much, I guess, so fast is because, like I said, I've just been very consistent, and I have been pushing myself whenever I can. So I've also been very on point with my diet and my caffeine intake. I pretty much eat the same thing every day for 6 days of the week, and on the seventh day, I just I eat whatever I want, at least in moderation. I don't eat like 10,000 calories per day, but I allow myself to eat whatever I want. So I do need to do like a 10,000 calorie challenge, so I guess I could do that. Maybe you guys would enjoy that, but I'm pretty sure I can eat 10,000 calories. It would be kind of easy, to eat 10,000 calories in a day. There's a bunch of processed food and a bunch of just completely calorically dense food that you can eat that would just push you towards maybe even 20,000 calories in the span of a day. You can eat I can eat two large pizzas, I don't know, a whole cake. That would probably be around 5,000 calories, if I'm being honest, 6,000. So it wouldn't be too hard to get to 10,000, at least for me. So, anyways, glad I got the second marathon down. I was looking forward to it. I wanted it, and I got it. So I guess right now I'm just trying to improve my 15-mile pace at this point. I do want to cut a bit of time off that, and also my 20-mile pace. I am doing long runs very often nowadays. It's because part of the reason is because I want my cardiovascular endurance to increase. But the main part is because I don't want to stick to 2,000 to 2,500 calorie diet. That's just not enough calories for me personally. I like eating, so that's part of the reason why I'm doing long runs, is because I like eating. I can stick to 3,000, 3,500 calories per day, but 2,000 to 2,500 calories, I think it's a bit too It's not enough for me. 2,500 I can do maybe for like a couple months. Um, 2,000 is not enough calories for me personally. It's like 400 or 500 calorie meals per day. It's not much, you know. You're gonna have to resort to like egg whites, chicken, tilapia, broccoli, stuff like that. So I guess part of the reason why I run is because um, running is the most effective way to burn calories. In case you didn't know, if you exert the same amount of force on a bike as you do when you're running, you're gonna burn more calories when you run. So running is the most efficient way to lose weight. Um, I think cycling is the second, and boxing slash jump roping might be the third. I might be wrong. Um, but yeah, if you can keep up a fast pace on your bike or on your feet, you're gonna burn a lot of calories. You know, so definitely, I definitely suggest running or cycling if you want to burn calories. Getting good at that if you want to burn calories. Yeah. I also have just been very on point on my diet, so that's part of the reason why I've been able to improve a lot, is because I don't compromise my progress with, like, because say if you go for a run and then you just eat a bunch of junk food after, you're not gonna improve. You're just gonna gain weight. You're gonna slow down. So pairing your cardiovascular exercise with a diet that will, you know, help you improve, push you towards your goals is definitely important. It's crucial almost. You know, your diet is very crucial. Um, Even for bodybuilders, you know, their diets are crucial when they're cutting weight and trying to rip all the fat off. That's, I guess, is part of the reason why they eat, like, you know, chicken and tilapia and broccoli, is because every calorie counts for them. I definitely understand, you know, the importance of a calorie or 100 calories, even. Because if I drink like a soda, or if I just put ketchup on my food, it's gonna push me over my weight. So I definitely understand how important it is to keep track of your calories and to make sure that you're sticking to your daily intake and not going over your daily intake when losing fat. So right now I'm hovering around 8 to 9% body fat. I've been sustaining it, you know, with this method. I am very strict 6 days of the week, and on the 7th day I just eat whatever I want. So it's been working pretty well for me. I'm gonna continue to do this, and I definitely want to make this method help me reach my goal of, you know, 7, maybe 6% body fat. I want to get to that body fat using this method, so I'm just inching away at it. Gonna continue to run, continue to train, and as for my caffeine intake is around 350 to 400 milligrams per day. I know the safe dose for an adult is 500 milligrams. I don't touch that range. I don't go near that range. It's not because I'm like scared of, you know, accidentally consuming 500 milligrams. I just don't go near 500 milligrams because I'm just drinking water mostly, or sparkling water, or like a sports drink, electrolyte heavy sports drink. But yeah, definitely my caffeine intake, most of it I take an hour after I wake up. So it's in the form of black coffee. So I have like around 300 to 330 milligrams of caffeine in the morning, which is pretty good, you know. Like, it's a safe dose. Gives me energy, gives me enough energy to just rip through calories and burst through my cardio sessions. So I am usually doing my cardio fasted. I know it doesn't matter if you do it fasted or not. A lot of people have questions if um, should I do my cardio fasted? Should I not do it fasted? There's really no difference that I've seen. Maybe you might have a bit more energy if you eat something before your cardio session, but it hasn't been. I haven't seen much of a difference personally. I always do my cardio fasted, and whenever I'm able to run, I am able to run, and whenever I'm not, I do some incline walking. So, um, yeah, there's definitely been no difference for me between fasted and not fasted cardio. It just depends if you want to eat something or not, you know? If you wake up and you're not really hungry, then maybe you don't have to eat something, you know? You can just drink black coffee and do your cardio, but, um, yeah. As for my weight training is definitely plateaued, but that is why I am so focused on my cardiovascular health, is because weight training doesn't really burn that many calories. You know, you're probably going to burn around 100 to 150 calories per weight training session, so it's not the most effective way to burn calories. Let's just say that. If you do want to burn calories, you have to focus on your cardiovascular health, you know, on your running, your cycling, your swimming, whatever it is that you like. Getting better at that and becoming more efficient, becoming stronger and faster. It's going to help you burn more calories. So, if you are wondering about, like, if I'm increasing my weights on my lifts or not, I haven't been increasing my weights on my lifts for a while. I am just lifting around the same weight per session. My bench press is somewhere around 175 pounds. I can do it for like 15 reps. But I'm not focused on my strength right now. I'm focused primarily on just my dieting, my body fat percentage. I'm trying to get to around 7%. I want to maintain that long term. Because I want, like, I've just been inspired by, like, David Late's physique, Bob Paris, a lot of their physiques, you know. I really like Bob Paris's physique. I like David Late's physique. I like Jeff Side's physique. Bob Paris is an older bodybuilder, but David Late is more recent, you know. I like his physique, so I want like to be around that body fat percentage, and I want to maintain it long term. So I'm not sure how hard it is for David Late to maintain his physique though, because I know David Late has always been very thin and very skinny, and I know David Late has a low appetite as well, so I'm pretty sure it's not as hard for him to maintain that body fat just because he has a low appetite. And if you've seen the pictures of him as a kid, he's always been very thin and very skinny and very, like, low in body fat percentage. So I guess that's just how he was born. As for me, I was more of a regular weight throughout my whole life. So when I was a kid, I wouldn't worry too much about my diet, or I wouldn't worry too much about what I'm eating or if I'm eating good or not. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure David Lay didn't as well, you know. I think he has very good genetics. Because if you're like 12 years old and you're like 7% body fat, I'm pretty sure you're not thinking about what you're eating, you know. So as for me, I grew up just eating whatever, you know. I'm Hispanic, so I did grow up eating like Hispanic food and chorizo, eggs, tostadas, sopas, stuff like that. So I was definitely a higher body fat percentage, just because of my environment. Um, but I did enjoy the food that I ate, as a kid. I still do. I just haven't had it in a while. So I am Hispanic, but I don't really eat typical Hispanic food anymore. Um, like I said, chorizo con huevo and um, sopes, tostadas. Those are my favorites, by the way. Those are my favorite Hispanic foods. Um, I was telling actually one of my coworkers that I haven't had horchata in like a very long time, maybe like 8+ years now. Um, yeah, I don't know. I stopped eating that stuff um, because it doesn't serve my goals. I still enjoy a lot of the foods that I grew up with as a kid. Spaghetti. I just don't really eat it anymore because it doesn't serve my goals. Um, so my diet has definitely switched throughout the years. When I was a kid, I would just eat pretty much whatever. I would eat, like I said, sopes, tostadas. I was still very picky as a kid. That's why I'm kind of saying the same foods because those were my favorites. Um, yeah, those were like some of my favorite foods. So I do still enjoy them. I just don't eat them anymore as much as I used to. Um, my diet has definitely fluctuated throughout the years as well. I went from eating healthy, and then I would eat the same thing every day when I was into fitness a couple years ago, and then I went back to like eating unhealthy. Um, that was a long time ago when I was eating very unhealthy. I was just ordering whatever. I wouldn't exercise. I was just sedentary. Um, I was more of a couch potato, just ordering food, and you know it was good. I enjoyed it. For the period of time it was. But right now I'm in a different phase of my life. I'm eating more like Greek yogurt, ground beef, eggs, um, cheese, low fat, fat free. Um, I've definitely removed condiments from my diet. I don't order food out as much as I used to. So my diet has fluctuated. Right now, I'm trying to keep it consistent because I have been very consistent with my fitness and my exercise. So I need to change my diet, to sort of complement the exercise that I'm doing. So yeah. Um, as for my marathons, I've done both of them on a treadmill. I haven't gone outside to run. I'm doing my marathons. I'm doing my training on a treadmill. I enjoy the treadmill. I enjoy working out on a treadmill. Maybe that might be weird for you, but it's just my personal preference. I love the treadmill. Um, I do need to run outside. I haven't run outside as often as I should. I think I've only ran outside like 2 or 3 times before. Um, I'm just mostly a treadmill runner. Yeah. I like seeing the numbers on the screen, I like seeing how many miles I've ran. I like seeing the amount of calories I burn, even though I'm pretty sure that's not accurate. It just gives me like a gauge, like a sort of estimation. But yeah, it's been going very, very well. My caffeine, my running, my dieting, um, 10,000 calories. Should I do that? I'm not sure. Do you guys want to see a 10,000 calorie challenge? I'm pretty sure I can eat 10,000 calories. I can very easily eat 10,000 calories. I can eat like, I don't know, in the morning I can eat like 3,000 calories. And then for lunch, I can eat another 3,000, 3,500. You know, it would be very easy for me, you know, to eat 10,000 calories if I'm being honest with you. 20,000 might be more of a challenge. 25,000 is up there. I have seen some people eat like 30,000 calories. That's a bit too much, you know. Like, that's very unhealthy to eat 30,000 calories in a day. 10,000 is very doable for me, you know. Very, very doable. But yeah, that's how my training is going. I don't really like follow other people's training on YouTube or like on Instagram. Personally, I just do me, you know. I don't like see what everyone else is doing. My favorite bodybuilders, athletes, and runners, you know, cyclists. I like David Lade, you know. I've been watching him for so long now. I've been watching David Lade for a very long time. I've seen his transformation. Like I said, the thing with him is he's always been very thin, very skinny, so yeah, he's just been very skinny since he was born, so Greg Doucette is more of informational content. I've definitely learned a lot from him too. I started doing cardio because of him. I remember at my leanest, I was actually around 6%, but I wasn't doing any cardio. You know, it was just my diet. So you can see how important diet is when you're trying to cut weight. I wasn't doing any cardio when I was at my leanest. It was just walking. You know, I was just walking a lot. So, yeah. If you just mess up your diet, you're never gonna get to like a low body fat percentage. So that's part of the reason why I eat the same thing every day, pretty much. I know how important it is to just stay in your calorie limit. But yeah, I've gotten lean eating like practically nothing, and I've gotten lean eating a moderate amount of food. It just depends on what you're eating, you know. When I got very lean the first time around, I had fluids. I didn't have fluids in the morning. Probably wasn't the brightest idea, but I was practically eating nothing the first time around. I just didn't notice it, you know. I definitely could have been eating more, but I decided to have fluids for whatever reason. Which it's not a bad thing, you know. I know there's like higher protein milks and higher protein like protein shakes and stuff like that. But I know when your calories are low, it's very important to have solids, to have like actually stuff that you can chew on, you know. So I've just picked up cardio because I've seen like I like Nutty Foodie Fitness videos. I don't watch them as much anymore, but I know she does a lot of cardio. I know Greg Doucette does a lot of cardio. I'm not sure. People have different methods of cutting weight, you know, like if you're gonna abuse cardio, like, then you should be able to eat like a bunch of food, you know. So I don't want to be like sedentary and have to eat nothing. So that's why I ramped my activity up. It's definitely worked out well, you know, so yeah, it's very, 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 very going very in depth into this, but it's because I've learned a lot, you know, throughout the past years, and I've decided to just, like sort of replicate or like build upon what these people are doing, and just kind of learn from them and apply this knowledge. And yeah, I've learned a lot, and I've applied this knowledge, and it's worked out good, so it's just very hard for me to get to like 6 to 7% right now. Like I do want just like to have at least some sort of freedom with my food, which is why I do have a cheat day. It would be kind of hard for me to get rid of that cheat day, so I'm just trying to inch my way towards like the 7% mark while still having this cheat day. So that's my main goal. If I have to compromise athletic performance, if I have to compromise like my speed or my stamina, then it might be worth it for me. I have built my stamina up to a great level, my speed up to a great level, but if I do have to just kind of get rid of that for the sake of a lower body fat percentage, then I will. Body fat percentage is my main goal right now. So I've found like a bunch of different stuff like that I do throughout the day just to like inch my way towards that, so I use like no sugar added, fat free stuff, a lot of 0 calorie stuff, that you can use, Splenda, cinnamon, black coffee, what else? You can use Walden Farms, you can use like G Hughes, you can use just a bunch of stuff, like if you go in a grocery store, you can like just find a bunch of stuff that it's like the diet version of your favorite foods, and you can just use those. That's what I do, and I have cut weight because of it. If you like ketchup, you can use like the low calorie ketchup. So yeah, that's how I've been maintaining my physique like in an enjoyable way. I haven't like sacrificed everything, but I haven't been to like McDonald's in like 2 years now, 3 years. I don't really remember what like quarter pounder tastes like. Maybe I should do a video of like trying different foods. I'm not sure if you guys will like that, because there's a bunch of stuff that I haven't tried just because I'm eating like the same thing every day. So I've definitely sacrificed some of the enjoyment from the fast foods and the processed foods to reach my goals. So and it's been worth it. It's been very worth it. I just feel better. I'm healthier. I can run actually without getting out of breath in like a minute. So it's been going very good. If you want to know about my favorite foods, I like pizza, I like burgers, I like coffee cake, I like hot Cheetos, like the spicy chips. I like brownies. I really love brownies, I like the regular cereal too. I enjoy regular cereal, Honey Bunches, Cookie Crisp, stuff like that. Sorry. I enjoy a bunch of like just different foods, like I'm not much of a seafood person. I'm not much of a Mediterranean person. I'm not much of a like I don't know, there's a bunch of stuff that I haven't tried, like that I never will try. I'm not a fan of seafood at all. I'm not a fan of seafood at all. Um, I stay away from fish. I stay away from octopus. I stay away from shrimp. I stay away from like any seafood really. I'm not a fan of seafood at all. Um, I'm also not a fan of Mediterranean food. I've never tried Mediterranean food, and I probably never will. It's just my personal preference. Um, I'm very basic, I guess. I like waffles, pancakes, grilled cheese sandwiches, burgers, fries. Uh, I also like the stuff from the mall, like the hot dogs wrapped around the pretzels. I like those. But definitely dining has changed the way I look at food. I don't really see food as like um, just something to grab and eat. I see food as like calories. I see it as calories pretty much. I know a lot of people might not be able to cope with that. They might not be able to cope with like seeing food as just calories, or seeing food as just like fuel, or but I don't mind it. Like if I see food as calories, it's not like overtaxing or overbearing for me. It's just the way I see food. Some people might not be able to handle it. Some people might be like, there's no point in that. But that's how I see food right now. It's just calories, pretty much. For 6 days of the week, seventh day, I don't really care. But I do see food as calories. I'm able to, just deal with it. Like, if I have a limit, I'm not gonna go over that limit, or at least I'll try not to. And so those are a few of my favorite junk foods. Right now, my favorite healthy foods are like bananas, um, fat-free cheese. I love turkey pepperoni. I love making healthier flatbreads. I like healthier peanut butter sandwiches. Um, Greek yogurt, ground beef. Ground beef and sweet potatoes is actually so good. I actually got that meal from David Lade himself. So if you want like a good meal that's gonna help you build muscle and lose weight, ground beef and sweet potatoes, you have to try it. It's so good. It's a staple. I've been having it for a long time. I stopped eating it a while ago, but every single time I come back to ground beef and sweet potatoes, I just remember how good it is, which is why I do eat that pretty often. Chicken, it's okay, I'm not really a fan of chicken. I'll eat it just because I have to, but I'm not gonna, just obsess over chicken. I like ground beef and sweet potatoes. I can obsess over that. I can obsess over Greek yogurt. I can obsess over healthier peanut butter, turkey pepperoni, but chicken, it's okay. It's just like any other protein source. I do like whey, just because you can make healthier versions of your favorite foods with whey. I love protein shakes. Delicious. You just have to choose like the right flavor. Yeah, those are some of my favorite foods now. I guess you could say my tastes have changed. I found a way to keep pizza in my diet. So that's the most important part for me. My favorite food is pizza. I grew up with pizza. When I was a kid, I would always ask for pizza. So maybe not the most intelligent thing to do when you're a kid is to ask for pizza, because then you will not be able to sustain bodybuilder physique, Maybe I should have eaten egg whites and broccoli as a kid. Maybe that's what I should have done, you know. But it's never too late. And as for egg whites, they're okay, I try to throw an egg in with my egg whites just to give it a bit of flavor. I do season my egg whites with pink salt and like pepper, but I eat egg whites whenever I have to. Yeah. I know there's a lot of recipes on like Instagram, YouTube, stuff like that will like give you like a workaround to eating your favorite foods, but I just don't do that for whatever reason, I'd rather have like the real version infrequently rather than, just making it every day the healthier version. Maybe I should do that though, I do miss eating like donuts. I know there's like healthier versions of donuts that you can make, and it would actually like help you reach your goals, but I just don't do that. I'd rather have like just a regular donut right now. But yeah, it's I do think about junk food more now, but I just like push those thoughts aside, so it's not hard for me to just stay away from that stuff for the most part, Yeah, it just depends on who you are. So I know some people would struggle to just eat the same thing every day. I know some people would find it very easy, and I know some people would find it as boring. Some people would find it as exciting. Um, it just depends who you are. If you're a foodie and if you love food, then maybe fitness and bodybuilding isn't the best thing to do. Or like extreme bodybuilding. If you're extreme bodybuilding, you're gonna have to eat the same thing. When you're cutting for peak week or for just just to stay shredded like David Lay does. David Lay is very interesting. He's very interesting. He's just very dedicated to bodybuilding and to cutting weight. Jeff's side is too, but I know Jeff's side doesn't stay shredded year round. So I know he definitely has his cheat days and his cheat meals. But David Lade is very interesting. David Lade is something else, He does. I think he does maintain around like 7 to 6% body fat year round, which is it's a huge commitment, I've seen his diet. I know what he eats. He just eats like ground beef, sweet potato, steak, eggs, rice, orange juice, oatmeal, chicken, rice. He's very like bro-ish, He's very like basic foods. But it works for him. Personally, I do mix it up a bit. I'm a bit more varied in my diet. I have incorporated some of the foods that he eats, because believe it or not, I do enjoy some of those foods. I know for a regular person, it might be a bit harder to stick to like his diet, but there are workarounds around it. Like I said, I've found different ways to make your favorite foods. I've just watched like videos and I've learned a lot. I've read a lot. So yeah. Would I be able to stick to his diet? Probably. It would be kind of hard, but I could definitely eat like sweet potatoes and ground beef every day, if I had to, along with yogurt. I love that food, I love ground beef and sweet potatoes. I love yogurt. I'm not a fan of chicken, like I said, but Orange juice is delicious, you know. Orange juice is very tasty. I'm probably gonna eat that right now, you know. So, anyways, if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Gonna be uploading very often. I'm trying to get bits of my training, you know. I'm trying to upload like bits of my training. It's been kind of hard. Actually, my phone is out of storage, so I wish I could record bits of my training. I'm just not able to right now. So, as for now, I'm probably gonna try to do like a 10,000 calorie challenge thing, you know. Gonna be showing you guys, walking you guys through what I eat. That's probably gonna be my next video. I do want to get bits of my training, so look forward to that. And yeah, probably gonna drink some orange juice or maybe some yogurt. The bagel thing. Some berries, banana, you know, my usual. I know it might seem very weird for me to be just so committed and so dedicated to this, but it's because I love doing this, you know, like I've grown to love doing this, and I want to do this, you know, for a very long time. So it's just it's been very, very interesting to me. I've just been consumed by this. Yeah, it's because I just look up to like David Lade and like Jeff Seed. Jeff Seed not as much because I don't know. Jeff Seed's cool, you know. Like I like him, but I do really like David Lade's videos. I love Bob Paris. He's an older bodybuilder. Yeah. Like I said, I'm probably gonna eat my next meal. It's gonna be the same thing, you know. So, yeah, I'm just very, very consumed by this. I guess you could say I live for this. It's a part of my life now. Hopefully I can continue to do this. Actually, I do eat Skinny Pop, by the way. I know Smart Pop is better for you. I just eat Skinny Pop. So, if you want to correct me on that, go ahead, you know. But, like I said, I'm just very dedicated to this, and I love doing this, so. Yeah. Ground beef and yogurt and sweet potatoes. Those are gonna be my next meals for like forever, you know, like 20, 30, 50 years, you know. So if they ever make like some genetically modified like pizza that is just completely protein, then I'll eat it. But if not, you know, I'm fine with Greek yogurt and sweet potatoes and ground beef. And maybe I'll try steak, but steak, I don't know about steak, you know. I do like steak. I love ground beef. I haven't tried bison. I haven't tried like Wagyu beef. Not a fan of seafood. Actually, cottage cheese is very disgusting, so I try to stay away from that. Chorizo, I love chorizo. I just haven't eaten chorizo in like a couple years now. Actually, yeah, it's been a couple years. Eggs are okay. Egg whites are a necessity. I've actually found keto bagels to be very helpful towards staying on my diet. Keto bagels are crucial. Very, very crucial. The diet bread that I use is very crucial. The fat-free cheese and part skim mozzarella. The turkey pepperoni has been life changing. Yeah, I remember I used to eat like very large servings, while watching like TV or like watching a video. Nowadays, it's not like that anymore. It's mostly just, I have the meal. It's around 500 calories, 700 sometimes, and I eat it, and I move on. I don't sit around anymore and watch TV with like a large pizza or like stuff like that. So I've definitely changed my lifestyle, and it's been about the same. I don't feel like I've sacrificed anything, or like I'm missing out on anything. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my Greek yogurt, I'm gonna eat my berries, I'm gonna eat my banana, and my keto bagel with peanut butter and cream cheese. If you guys like the video, let me know. Leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. I am selling training plans and dieting plans. I'm selling obscure bits of information. The way I'm eating right now, it's like a lifesaver for me. I found like little tidbits of information, little tips, daily habits that I repeat on a daily basis that has kept me, it's kept my life enjoyable. I know a lot of people might not be able to enjoy life if they were eating like David Lade or like Greg Doucette on his bodybuilding prep, but I've definitely found a way to make life enjoyable while dieting to this extent. So if you like this video, if you want to know more, send me a message on Instagram and subscribe, because I am passionate about this and I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys lose this weight, cut this fat, change your lives, and just become a better, healthier version of yourself. So anyways, bye. My second meal is going down.